Check on Tristan.
I think you're definitely going to have a conversation with him, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to have a conversation with him, but he's doing this to get a reaction out of me.
We know that.
Like, oh, so I'm just allowed to say I'm going to kill myself at any time? That's crazy.
That's not fair. He's the one that messed up.
That was Scott and Khloe Kardashian. I hate to sound so enthused. I'm so sick of the Kardashians. What's going on, my royal family? I am King Philippe. And welcome to Top Music NT Pod Show. You know I love it. You know I love it. You know I love it, man. Come right on in. We got a lot to discuss. JT, Freedom. Y'all know I love the city girl, and JT is my favorite. Also, the clip you just heard was Scott and Khloe having a conversation on this week episode about the whole Jordan thing. And yeah. Oh, Lizzo, I want to talk about Lizzo. Yeah. And not only Lizzo, I want to talk about Willow Smith. Shout out to Jada Pinkett Smith and the Red Table Talk. If y'all not familiar with the Red Table Talk, it's a Facebook talk show hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith, along with her daughter, Willow Smith, and her mother, man. They're really, really breaking ground with that show. It's receiving a lot of positive reviews, and a lot of people is really, really talking about it, so give it up for Jada. All of that coming up, man. Top Music NT Pod Show. I'm your host, King Philippe. Let's get started. Got a whole lot more, too.
Check on Tristan.
I think you're definitely going to have a conversation with him, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to have a conversation with him, but he's doing this to get a reaction out of me.
We know that.
Like, oh, so I'm just allowed to say I'm going to kill myself at any time? That's crazy.
That's not fair. He's the one that messed up.
So, man, Khloe Kardashian. Now, y'all know we already dealt with the Kardashians and the Jenner family and the whole ordeal with Jordan. With them, you know. And by the way, congratulations to Jordan, man. Because it looks like Jordan and that one little mistake that she made as a young girl, and keep in mind, if y'all don't remember, which I know everybody remember, around the ending of last year, I want to say, towards the beginning of this year, Jordan was at a party. Jordan was Kylie Jenner's best friend. They met through Jaden Smith back in late elementary, early middle school, somewhere around that time. They became best friends or whatever like that. And then after, what's the girl name? After Kylie had plastic surgery and all this, and I guess look here. Anyway, after Kylie had plastic surgery and her popularity grew, in a way, Jordan was kind of, becoming like Kylie's, shadow, or who that girl with Kylie or whatever like that. So anyway, with me saying all that is me, I said all that to say this. Jordan, despite all the brutality and all of the hate message and death threat that the girl received, and the inappropriate messages and comments that were made towards her about her father who passed away. Despite all of that, it seemed like her separating herself, or the Kardashian gender clan exiting and dismissing her, was like a blessing in disguise for Jordan, because now Jordan, she has her own makeup line, she's getting endorsement deals, she's acting, she has a role coming up. I forgot what kind of role she got coming up, but she's acting now, and a lot of good thing is coming up for her. Not only that, she has her own identity. You know, she's no longer Kylie Jenner best friend, or, you know, living in Kylie's shadow. But anyway, with that being said, Jordan was at this party and Tristan was there, and Tristan kissed her, and she really, as a young girl, she didn't know what to do and know how to handle it or whatever like that. But once the Kardashian Jenner family found out, they antagonized her and just banded her from the family, and I mean, they went in on her. It was bad, but thank God for Jada Pinkett Smith. She came in and she gave Jordan a platform to state her case and say her side of tell her side of the story. And with that being said, a lot of people started seeing things differently, and I used to be a big Khloe Kardashian fan. Like, right now, the only person I really like in that whole family is Kylie. Like, I love Kylie. I'm sorry. Kylie, okay, but Kendall. I love Kendall. She's my favorite. With that being said, I just really wasn't in agreement of how they was treating Jordan for the one mistake she made, especially coming from a group of people who's notorious for disrespecting and not obeying the girl code. You know, always going behind their friends, dating their friends' boyfriend and stuff like that. So it's like, when it happened to them, and Jordan didn't even do that. She just had this like little mistake that happened, and they treated her like garbage. With that being said, the black community stepped in, and we had her back, especially after the Red Table Talk episode premiered. You know what I'm saying? I really did feel for her. I even cried doing that episode. Yeah, King cried. But Jordan bounced back, and she's looked like she got the laugh last. So that's what's up. With that being said, you know, Khloe went as far as to blame Jordan for her relationship, breaking up her family, and for her relationship ending, which it was just a whole bunch of nonsense. I mean, because you took men from women and from their wives and family, and this man been cheating on you since the beginning of time. Like, let's be real. Like, seriously. So, anyway, you would think that we would have moved past that, but of course, Keeping Up with the Kardashians was airing their reality show, and now the show is being played on TV from what they were recording back then. And
check on Tristan.
This is just a little sneak peek. Oh,
I think
it come on tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
A conversation with him, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to have a conversation with him, but he's doing this to get a reaction out of me.
We know that.
Like, oh, so I'm just allowed to say I'm going to kill myself at any time? That's crazy.
Tristan did respond to Khloe comment about him saying now that he's going to kill himself or whatever like that. And he was like, he didn't mean it that way. He basically was saying that he couldn't live without Khloe, but he didn't mean that he was going to kill himself. And that was then. Now he's good. He can live without Khloe. So, moving on, because that was just exhausting. Like, oh my God. Lizzo. I want to talk about Lizzo. But before I get into Lizzo, are you guys familiar with a polyamory? a quadruple relationship. Y'all know is it I can't get it right. Anyway, Willow Smith. I want to play this clip, and I'm going to come back with my commentary after this clip.
So I really couldn't see myself in a quadruple. I mean, anything could happen, but personally, male and female, that's all I need.
Well, there it is. She says she wants one of each, Cam. How does that make you feel? Because I think my stomach just... Hey, listen, you know me, Willow. Whatever makes you happy.
And I think Willow is really young.
Yeah.
I'm playing one more time.
So I really couldn't see myself in a quadruple. I mean, anything could happen, but personally, male and female, that's all I need.
Well, there it is. She says she wants one of each, Cam. How does that make you feel? Because I think my stomach just... Hey, listen, you know me, Willow. Whatever makes you happy.
And I think Willow is really young.
I've heard a lot of people, I've heard a lot of mixed feelings about what Willow said. Basically, they're talking about, a three-way relationship and not a threesome or something like that, because that's based off sex. Willow was basically talking about a three-way relationship, full-on relationship. And like I said, a lot of people had mixed feeling about it. You can even tell by watching the show, like, her grandmother was not with it. And Jada Pinkett would surprise me because, allegedly Jada Pinkett and Will Smith are swingers, supposedly. So maybe it's just a sex thing for them. But Willow, I want to congratulate Willow, actually, and applaud Willow Smith for basically just having a mind of her own. I think, and at 18 years old, she's a grown woman now, and she's still a baby, but at 18 years old, Willow Smith, she's very mature for her age. And I was watching Daytime Tea Time, and Candace was like, what Willow know about this, that, and the third, at her age, at 18. And what a lot of people fail to realize is that celebrity kids, especially celebrity kids of that status, they tend to grow up a lot quicker than normal kids. And I can't even say normal kids because, I grew up in the hood. And we had to grow up a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? So some kids, just because you got money and a silver spoon in your mouth don't mean that you're not, open to what life has to bring. You're not completely 100% sheltered. And the thing about Will and Jada, they have always allowed their kids to be, very, very open and free thinkers. And, like Jada said, me, Willow, I stand behind.
Let me just... Hey, listen... You know me, Willow. Whatever makes you happy.
And I think Willow is really young.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever make Willow happy, she stands behind it, which I think that's how we all should be. Willow says she don't believe in monogamy and having a man and a woman, a boy and a girl is all she needs. Because she was saying, she went on deeper, basically saying how, she think that monogamy, being in a monogamous relationship, it kind of shut down the idea of spreading love. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like people are being possessive. You belong to me, I belong to you, and people are not as free to love. And then with the divorce epidemic being so extremely high right now, like, she don't want that. And I'm on the fence about how I feel about the whole tri-couple is what they're calling it. I'm on the fence about how I feel about it, but I have no judgment towards Willow for having her own mind and for knowing exactly what she wants. If anything, I celebrate that. I think that's a beautiful thing because we're living in a different day and time. We're living in a different world, and I'm all about whatever makes you happy. I remember a friend of mine came to me, right, celebrate that. Let's celebrate that. I remember a friend of mine came to me about how did I feel about having an open relationship. And I was completely honest, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think I can do it, especially not at the time with not who I was dating. But my friend and his relationship, they seemed like they was happy. They had been doing it for a while before he even brought it to my attention. And like I told him, whatever works for you guys is all that matters. Whatever keeps you and your relationship strong and happy, that's all that matters. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. How could you spend so much time? How could I spend so much time worrying about your relationship and what y'all doing when I ain't good over here? You know the saying, sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. That's what I do. That's what I tend to try to mind my business. And if it works for y'all, then hey, it works for me for y'all. That's how I look at it. So congratulations to Willow on just being her own free thinker. I love that.
Looking at people's shit. I don't know. I just feel weirded out by looking at a person's private stuff. Mm-hmm. Ew, I hate it. I don't know.
So you got dudes saying you mad. Where that came from?
Pics. I'm talking about me looking all cute. You know how girls be trying to be all cute with they snaps. And so I've been just freaking.
I love me some Nicki Minaj. I'm so glad Nicki Minaj back. Although I do not agree with her and Miley Cyrus with their little beef or whatever. Yeah, I agree. I'm so glad that Nicki Minaj back. A lot of people last week had a lot of feelings about the Megatron single and video. I think that the song was good. You know, I think a lot of people expected something more explosive, which I did too. But as far as to go along and say it was trash, I think that was just bizarre and just overboard. You know, because it's not trash. Nicki don't do trash. I actually like it. I think it's a summertime bop, and I just think Nicki is at a happy place in her life, and she don't care about, you know, trying to be so hard at coming for somebody's throats, coming at somebody's neck. I just think she just really had fun with that record, and it was just like a little preview of what's to come. So I don't think that y'all should be taking it so serious. The barbs are very, 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 I don't know. Nicki said that they're like her children, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot dealing with the barbs. And congratulations, Nicki did announce last week on her Queen Radio show that her and her guy friend applied for marriage license. Although I did hear allegedly that Nicki is already married and she using that as a cover up. I don't know. If so, hey. But congratulations. And then another thing with that, you know, a lot of people been talking about, you know, his criminal record or whatever like that, and that he's using Nicki and that and the third. Nicki seems very, very happy. So I'll say leave Nicki alone, pretty much. Just leave Nicki alone. Nicki and the bars has this weird relationship, but after listening to a couple of episodes of Queen Radio, I really, really love the relationship.
Okay. So, babe, can I go to London with you, please? What? Well, can I Can I cuss my fans out for 2 minutes, y'all? For just 2
I cried.
motherfucking minutes. I want to cuss.
New award.
Hey, y'all. Listen to me, Kingdom. Y'all getting cussed, hey?
Cussed out award.
I love it. I mean, anybody that can cuss their fans out and then still love them at the same time, that's more than a fan base. That's family. Like, that's like a whole different type of relationship. That's family. Nicki said, "Can I cuss my fan out?" I holler.
Okay. So, babe, can I go to London with you, please? What? Well, can I cuss my fans out for 2 minutes, y'all? For just 2 motherfucking minutes, I want to cuss.
New award.
Hey, y'all. Listen to me, Kingdom. Y'all getting cussed out right now, okay?
Cussed out award.
Now, let me tell you something about my fans. I don't care. I could give my fans the shirt off my motherfucking back, and I'll go back on Twitter, and they still like, Queen, but can we get your panties off your asshole? And can we stick our fingers up your? Can we get your panties off your asshole? And can we stick our fingers up your asshole?
One of them said, "Do the Nicki challenge. Go to London."
That really needs.
Yo, that's dope. Everybody do that challenge.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Wow. Let's see how many people.
I really have a lot. Now, when I went to Prague, I only did this company. You know? Fans in the building! Oh my God! I'm happy because I really, really love being in the UK, period. And so much love. It's nothing like when people show you genuine love. I don't know why people don't think you can tell the difference between real and fake love. You can! Knock it off! My fans can tell too when you guys really like me or you don't. Shout out to my fans. They be putting y'all in y'all motherfucking place. Don't play. And I'm gonna bring Kyle in. But before that, I have to say R.I.P. to Morgan. Now, you guys do not know Morgan, but she was a beloved fan base member of the Kingdom.
Come on, Nicki. That's what's
and
up.
And she passed recently, and I spoke to her mom.
Wow.
No.
Get off the fucking... She recently passed, and I got a chance to speak to her mom and also help a little bit with, like, the funeral arrangements and stuff. And so today, my fans are saying rest in peace to her. I don't know if this is the 1-year anniversary why my fans are saying this, but she was such a beloved girl, and you know what's so weird? I never thought I'd have the bond with my fans to the point where I cry if they passed. I never thought I would get to that level with relationships with people that were once just my fans. And so I want to say shout out to her. I don't know if her mom is listening, but she was such a sweet girl.
That's awesome.
And then she passed away. And the day before she passed away, she was like defending me on Twitter.
Oh,
and
wow.
So that's why I just have a different bond with my babies.
She almost made me cry just then.
Is Whit here?
I think that's a beautiful, I think that's a beautiful thing, you know, that Nicki Minaj is so connected with her fans, with the bars, and how she take the time to acknowledge and know, like, how do you know a fan member that sick or passed away or something? Like, that's big. That's really, really big. I know a lot of my fans, not personally, but I met them through social media, and I can't say personally we have grown a friendship, but my fan base is not near as big as Nicki Minaj yet. Okay, so having about 100 fans versus hundreds and hundreds of thousands of fans, that's pretty big. But I just think that's a beautiful thing. While we at it, man, congratulations to Mary J. Blige on receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards show. I think it's long overdue, but it was long overdue, but it better late than never, man. Give our artists their flower while they're still alive, man. Congratulations to Mary J. Blige. She put on an excellent show. Mary got so many hits, she could have kept going and kept going and kept going. Mary can school y'all. Y'all can learn from Mary J. Blige. I absolutely love Mary J. Blige. I actually, for the past month, I've been working on a special that I'm going to do on my pod show for Mary J. Blige. It's going to be really, really nice. I really love that. And Mary J. Blige was probably my favorite thing about the award show. I didn't get a chance to watch the award show, but I have been watching like clips and stuff of it, and I did watch all the performers. Cardi B did an excellent job. Cardi B and Quavo. Offset. They had choreography on down pat. They did a great job, and I was impressed. I so love her performance. Her was epic. And all the other performers, Fantasia and a lot of other, but Lizzo. I want to talk about Lizzo. I don't know much about Lizzo. All I know is that I think I've seen her perform 3 times. Ellen, did she perform at the Billboards? I'm not sure, but there was another performance. There was Ellen, and then here at the BET Awards show. And every performance, she performs. She puts on the show. She represents, and yes, it's always a good time. So congratulations to Lizzo for being so transparent and just a real true performer. I think that's going to get her very, very far in this entertainment world because she entertains. She puts on the show, and it's a good, fun show. She got Rihanna up out her seat. That's a big thing. You can get Rihanna, because Rihanna's a vet in the game now. You can get Rihanna out your seat, man. You're doing something good. So give it up for Lizzo. Yeah. Congratulations to Lizzo. Y'all, good morning, man. Good morning. Get up, brush your teeth, comb your hair. Get your day started. I'm up, man. I've been working on a new thing called Full Effect. I got one for Kelly Rowland and Beyoncé.
Put that together. They can't be the judge, 'cause they don't know. When it comes to you, I can make love on the floor.
Oh my God, I can't believe I.
In that black British chick right beside him. Ladies, if you love your man, show him the fly.
I found a love.
But I'm not hearing you.
Oh, bro, I feel the pussy. You ain't knocking me down.
And what I will be doing, actually, I got to do a part 2 for Beyonce. But the first part is done, and I still got to go over some things. But it's just clips of their music, some of my favorite tracks, some of their biggest track. And it's more like an evolution, you know, good 30 seconds to a minute of just good music that both of these artists has made. Last week there was a lot of talk about colorism and what Matthew said about if Beyonce was darker, you know, that. People took that wrong because he wasn't taking Beyonce talent away. You know, Beyonce is Beyonce because of her talent. she's the full package. She's entertainer. She's a vocalist. She's a dancer. Like, she has it all, and she does it well on stage. Kelly is a vocalist. She entertained well. She danced. You know what I'm saying? But colorism is something that is not to be ignored, because it definitely does exist. And anyway, with that talk, and a lot of people not giving Kelly her credit, and me, it actually started out with me and Beyonce. I was just having a Beyonce moment, sat here for about 2 hours. I was tired, and I just wanted some Beyonce, and I was just watching and listening to videos and songs, and I was like, 30 seconds, just recording it. I'm like, I'm going to do something with this. So I'm calling it Full Effect. I'm going to do a lot of other artists too, because especially a lot of old artists, like early 2000 and stuff like that, because these artists are my soundtrack. You know, their music, they made the soundtrack to my life, and a lot of people around my age. So I just want to, you know, go through that. And of course, I sing every song, so don't be annoyed. Don't be annoyed, man. And one last thing, don't forget, July 18th. If you haven't ordered your ticket, get them now.
The love tonight. Look at the stars.
The Lion King hits theaters.
The great kings look down on us from those stars. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things. And so will I.
Beyonce.
In perfect steaming. Can you feel the love tonight?
The Lion King hits theater, man. So yeah, check that out. As well as new music, man. Trina featuring Nicki Minaj called Bap. And of course, Nicki Minaj, Megatron. Do y'all remember Nicki Tropicals? Like I said, I didn't hear the song Too Tough, like the barbs are. So can't believe this is top music is. But yes, Nicki Minaj. And don't forget, Lil Kendra album Next Generation is out. It's available on all streaming platforms, so go cop that. It's a great album, 20 records, and they all bang. Still to come, Late Night Creeps airs tonight. New episode with my close friend Notorio Warren Nay, as well as well, not tonight, but it's coming. I did a review of We Were Born album, Ultrasound, and I got a lot coming, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Until next time, my kings and kings, I'm gonna leave y'all with a little Beyonce and all this goodness, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it right after that. But my kings and queens, my royal family, take care. Y'all know the drill. Know your worth. Love each other. Respect each other. Support each other. Uplift each other. Celebrate each other. Most of all, know your worth. This is Top Music ENT Pod Show. Don't forget, if you're listening on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell so you can get great notification when I upload awesome videos and auto just like this one. So go ahead and do that. And listen up, man, because I got some more stuff that I'm gonna play just to get us out of here. So don't go away just yet.
Art is a representation of our history. Right now, there's a shift in these incredibly talented emerging Black artists are getting their due. I love so many great African American artists. So I'm just super excited that these young Black artists are getting their due. Mother.
Show your first gig like?
It was at a daycare. It was just a daycare, but we were serious about our daycare performance.
Thank you.
You are alright just on that. We are the kids, and you were kind of doing good.
Did you just spit on me?
We talk about everything. How guys are. We talk about.
I'm sorry, but I answered this question already.
Oh, we did? Okay.
At least 5 hours. If we were not mentally exhausted, then maybe it would be possible, but y'all been working us since 7 o'clock this morning.
I'm out of here. You right here? Thank you.
I can't take him. I just cannot take him. The mo phase and bring them back up. Can we bring in the extra LED and bring it back up? It's very, very simple. But I think we need to kind of simplify things. This is why I didn't sleep last night. This is why I slept at 5:30 in the morning. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Kelly Rowland in the news talking about she tired of being second to Beyonce. Whoever said she was second. But the way her body built, she always gonna be number one. She's straight up and down. She got the nerve to say the only reason why Beyonce was the lead singer in Destiny's Child is because her voice is stronger than hers. It says here in my highly classified documentations, Kelly's voice may not be stronger than Beyonce's, but her face definitely is. It ain't no point getting no facelift when it look like your face be lifting weights. Like an inmate. Destiny's Child been broke up for damn near 20 years. What the hell is she mad about? She recently did an interview with Red Bull, and she went on a full-blown rant about how every time she do an interview, people always asking her about Beyonce. She must ain't realized that she was in an interview talking about Beyonce all day. She might as well tattoo Beyonce name on her forehead and call it a day. That's her slave master. You never hear about Michelle Williams complaining in the news. That's because she know Beyonce will snap her in half like a toothpick. I know one thing for sure. If Beyonce and Kelly Rowland got in a fight, I'm putting my money on Kelly because she darker. I got some highly classified documentations I want to share with y'all. A lot of y'all not gonna believe it. A lot of y'all gonna think this is flat out ridiculous. But according to my sources in Hollywood, Gayle King is Kelly Rowland's mother. And like I've been telling y'all for years, Matthew Knowles is Kelly Rowland's biological father. And this is the reason why Kelly is always in competition with Beyonce, because she got daddy issues like Janet Jackson. Now think about this, y'all. If Beyonce and Kelly Rowland wasn't related, and Kelly Rowland was just employed by the family to work in the Destiny's Child group, what the hell would she be complaining about? None of them other girls got nothing to say because they butt ugly. And have you ever noticed that Beyonce ain't never got nothing to say about Kelly Rowland? Hell, she too dark to be treated like Casper. She ain't grow here nor there. Beyonce act like this girl never existed. You know what? I'm sick of y'all accusing me of doing that girly gossiping and spilling tea. We don't spill tea over here. We spill Hennessy. And right about now, I'm about to pour a whole pint of Hennessy all over your areolas. And for all you fans out there that's looking forward to a Destiny's Child reunion, it ain't never gonna happen. Why not? First of all, it ain't enough room on stage for all of the original members. And like I said earlier, Beyonce don't talk about Kelly Rowland in them interviews, but she definitely be talking about her in private. She be talking shit. It says here that Beyonce said Kelly Rowland need to stop hating on her and move on with her life. And for all you ladies in the comment section, I want to know who y'all think can sing better, Beyonce or Kelly Rowland. Me personally, I feel like Solange make better music than all them girls. But some of y'all really love Beyonce. Some of y'all really love Kelly Rowland. So let me know who you feel is a better vocalist.
Gotta make that move. Live your life, boy. Chase your dream. Nah, I grew up in the project. I ain't have nuts, not yet. But my mama made some sacrifice. You know she
say because Ellen
sacrificed her life. Just so we could be educated. And as a boy, I was hella crazy. I wasn't young enough in school. I was breaking out a rule, but I didn't know what I could be. Wildin' all up in the street, while my bills was passing me. Off in college, chasing dreams. Now I'm glad that I could see. Head on right, gotta chase this dream.
I'm telling you right now, every woman has been in a situation or has a best friend who's been in a situation that drained her.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. When you are drained in a relationship, it really feels. Can I have some coffee?
Yeah,
I'm not going to drink coffee in my face and don't offer. I'm not going to say any names, Larry.
Wow.
Coffee cup. So, can I have a coffee?
Drinking hot water.
Coffee, Larry.
Right. You know some coffee, so she
I
can
want
get
French
some
vanilla milk with it and some, what's the other milk I got? Anyway.
Hazelnut, girl.
But you guys, every woman has had that experience or knows a friend who's had that experience of a man seeing you in all your glory, thinking he wants you, and then when he gets with you, he wants to take that away from you. You know, he wants to cage the bird.
Oh, yes.
You know,
I know why the
when
cage
you met
bird
me, I was beautiful and flying high, and I can't be caged.
Come through, Nicki.
Well, I just really, really like men who go out and speak on behalf of women. You know, back when we didn't have equal rights. There were amazing men who stood up and said, this is not okay. We haven't given away a cocksucker. They snaps. And,
Dollar we stand now. Spend the money, yeah, we do a lot. We don't support black business brainwash. Being so hateful against our own kind. Hear what I'm saying? We matters and y'all playing right. Y'all didn't know what y'all could be. We can't see what we can't see, but King here to wake up my feet. Encourage them to be kings indeed. God told us all this one thing. The land here he has given to we. Nonsense don't mean anything.
20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. Mark Twain. Y'all know I always have to do stuff twice. So I'm going to read that again. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. Mark Twain. Shout out to Mark Twain. MJB. I love those initials. Mary J. Blige, singer, songwriter, rapper, actress, and philanthropist. Born 1971 on January the 11th in the Bronx, New York. The queen of hip-hop soul started her music career journey in 89 with Uptown Records. With Sean Puffy P. Diddy Combs, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy. But with Puffy with Diddy as a fresh young talent to Uptown Record, Mary J. Blige, the two created a sound that is very important in popular music today. That sound is called hip-hop soul. And Mary J. Blige is the queen of hip-hop soul. What's the 411 is an R&B with that street edge restored with a funky hip-hop beat, with funky hip-hop beats, let me say that, and a nice flow from Mary J. Blige as a rapper. Yeah. Brooklyn is Mary J. Blige rap name. For no wham bam. Thank you, man. Hey, what's the